repeatedly hit you in the face, eh? Well,
I've always found it. You took it. Yeah.
The sea was restless.
Hold your ground, men!
Fuck, but got it. Got real. Yeah.
Stop!
No, what? Congrats.
Oh!
Just another peaceful moment. Be How did... Here.
Enough, Merlin. You can't.
You. But.
Let your guard down. Watch your backs. Watch your backs.
My voice. Find my voice. They have it. Twisted it. And now speak in my name. But their words are not mine. Find my body. once undying, now rotting in endless torment. Free it. End this agony.
If the voice of Go there.
What happened? I do.
And now, in the ruins of the temple sanctum, find my sight. It has always been, and always will be, all-seeing. It watches you, even now.
You are... There are... so
Your and
don't even... She's...
Well, what was the tell and tell that and your pro with if whoa, put that away.
Though,
So cruelly. Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
God, oh, and oh, why would say and the you? You doing okay? Hello.
Here. See.
Silly mushroom. Whisper behind your back again. How did you live?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
You'd be dead as well.
You
Killed us!
wait. Oh, there you are. And now,
No. What? You might. This is it only to outlive you. Be the
You can't just allow for things like that.
I should stay out of trouble. Are you sure?
Wait!
This is the wood whip. First. I
So, let's go.
Few. They help at the.
You.
After.
You brought down the cycle with steady hands. In your absence, Nyanta stayed in.
Hi, this is Ray here. This is Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Pretty good ARPG, by the way. I would say it's better than Skyrim. That's how good it is. In terms of like flexibility of quests and all that sort of thing, I think Skyrim's better. But this has much better action, much better RPG elements in it. So pretty happy how it turned out. This is veteran mode, so whatever you can call it, the hardest mode possible. But this is like NG. I think that was NG+7 just now. Was it NG+8? I can't remember. But the whole run from start to finish is generally about 40 minutes for the entire storyline. So I'm just bum rushing this to do to just keep getting high NG levels just for the fun of it. There's not much else to do, to be honest. So right now it is. Okay, now it's NG+9. So early on it was NG+8. So yeah, I'm gonna briefly cover how this build works so you can see why it's so strong. Primarily this is a low life build, so you notice I'm low life majority of the game. Low life enables a whole bunch of stuff on gear, and the stuff that it's enabling is kind of OP. You don't actually have to keep upgrading your gear. You notice my armor is now minus 368. It doesn't really matter because I have such a huge EHP pool. So budget the core mechanics of it is actually this. So for instance, investment, each missing point of health increases max mana by 1. So basically means every time you have missing health, it basically turns itself into mana. And then you run this, right? So this is Tempest Alliance, increases mana shield by your perception. My perception is now 101. So I have 101% mana shield, which means 101% of all the damage I take is being taken to mana instead of life. That pretty much leaves me allows me to have low health without actually dying because all the damage is taken to mana. So with a huge amount of mana pool, what else am I using to basically keep myself alive? I have this Priestess Cape, regenerates 1% max mana per second, and if your mana pool is just high enough, you just can't die. Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that recovers mana based on percentage mana, like crit kills, I think gives you percentage mana as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the main damage mechanic of this, and the reason why everything is just dying around me, so this feels like an Autobomber. If you play PoE, you know exactly what Autobomber is. Basically just running around and stuff just dying around you. That is this. There's this thing called Thunderstone. So randomly zaps a nearby enemy, dealing a percentage of your max mana as lightning damage. You notice in Act 3, I detoured 2 places just to get Thunderstones. Those are the only 2 places I think you can get Thunderstones from. And that basically just means every time I do an NG plus run, I just replace the older Thunderstones with the new ones. And every NG plus gives you 10% of your extra max mana as lightning damage. Eventually, at some point, this will scale even harder than the content, and you just one-shot everything, right? This gives you more damage, so 20% of extra damage as fire. This already does, I think, lightning. So this does fire and lightning, and then your elemental stuff gives you explode and, you know, whatever. This reduces your incoming damage taken because your health is below 10%, so 20% less damage taken. If I wanted to go 20% extra less damage taken, I can run this as well, but I think right now I don't feel any tankiness issues, so it's just damage all the way. Slip is the last jester or jest. Movement speed, you get 200% pretty much because low life, you're, I don't know, less than 1% life. Rogue step is just for dash speed, so it gives you more mobility. Dash is based off your movement speed. I have the dashes regenerate faster, so I don't have it off cooldown. Basically, dash never goes on cooldown. I can just spam it, and since it scales up movement speed, my movement speed is like 400 something percent. My dashes are pretty fast as well. This just gives me stamina per missing max health. This gives me a way to scale stamina because I don't have a lot of strength into this character. Allows me to pretty much scale stamina with health, which also means I scale stamina. I scale endurance, means I also scale stamina at the same time. And then lastly, these are just convenient, right? Increases crit damage when below 13%. This gives me 300% crit damage for free. So that's all the gear. The wands are this. All lightning damage has a 33% chance of dealing 50% of its damage to up to 6 targets. This synergizes well, I guess, with Thunderstone. I think it works together. I'm not too sure. But if any instance where you get swarmed, they will chain and it will kill pretty much everything. I do not need to run any other weapons just because I prefer utility rather than damage at this point. I think damage is pretty much solved by itself. Alright, if you were to look at stats right now, this is my current health. And then when I do the mechanic, so this is the second amulet you need. This is what you see me swapping to. So Triskelion means makes my max health equal to my max stamina, and my max stamina is 100. So that means my max health goes to 100 and stays there. So I put it 100 and then I swap back. So if you look at my health now, it's 100 out of 3000. And then my mana is 200 because that was my previous, I think, was it something else? I can't remember. I think, no, my mana's gone up because with every health loss, it adds the mana. So it will add a 3k to this. And then, you know, stamina, because, yeah, missing health, you get stamina. And yeah, you can see how this mechanic works. And then with all that, you get like melee damage, spell power out of this. So I think Thunderstone's damage is spell power, so I think hopefully it scales this. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's because spell power actually wouldn't exist. It's only because mana is low and because of the chest. But yeah. Anyway, just generally core mechanics of the build. You can get this running in general by around Act 1 of your first playthrough. You try, I mean, there's wikis so you can find out where you get all these items from, but at this point I really don't need anything else. I pretty much sold everything because everything just baggage. You notice me doing waiting for white stalkers is because they drop immaculates and I'm just stockpiling them. So eventually I get to a point where I just want to chill and enjoy the whatever game. I can use this to ID like weapons I want, right? Because you can kind of scum save and get the weapons you want. A lot of rare weapons drop from these things, so yeah. That's pretty much it. The things you need to do every single run is not only just the white stalkers, that's just personal choice, and the thunderstones. There are stats you can pick up for free. Like I can get 5 total stat from Black Anise, which you see me do, and I can get 1 total stat from the horns, the Urfer merchant, I can't remember his name. You can get 1 stat from him. So that's what you do, like get more stats. You notice leveling really fast is because at the higher NG levels, shrines like Druid Shrines give you such insane EXP. I don't know why. So you don't have to pick up as many as possible. You just pick up whatever's on the way. So I pick up like 3 on the way overall, and you just get a lot of EXP off quest anyway. So yeah, you just level super fast. Some shrines you do want to pick up. You pick up the Deer Shrine for the movement speed, and then you also pick up the what was it, the the frog whatever shrine that gives crit damage, because you know crit damage is great too. 100% crit damage is just a straight up multiplier. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. This is how the build works. I'm gonna play this all the way till PoE League starts, which is, I don't know, 26 is it? But then again, I also may not start League start right off the bat, because I am moving house at end of this month. Yeah, there's some renovations kind of pushed it back a little, but there's a lot of work for me to do. So get stuff in order, make sure all the furniture and everything is moved in, and yeah, I have to work with my wife. My wife is out of work for that month, and so we can spend a lot more time together. Yeah. Anyway, so generally this is how it goes. What else do I have anything else I need to cover? Oh, attributes are like this. You pretty much just 13 strength and 13 I might have so much dex. I did my mistake. I think I did it by mistake. You need 13 strength and 12 spirituality, about 6 dex, 100 perception, and the rest just go to endurance, like nothing else, right? Skills primarily focus is actually, honestly speaking, you don't really need many skills. What you want is like all the low life stuff. So down here, low life, staggered damage is nice, but yeah, not so crucial. Same, endurance is low life stuff. You want the max life stuff as well. I don't use shields anymore, but I used to use shields at some point. Stam is okay. I mean, these are just like, okay, you really want this early because this gives you a lot of mobility until you get like 100% dash cooldown or dash recovery. But this early is like, this is really strong early. Like right now with all my gear, this kind of doesn't do that much. This also doesn't do that much, just adding it for fun. Here's important. You want max health is increased by 20% of your max mana. This leads to some very buggy behavior because it's quite possible over the course of a run that you get up to like, I don't know, 50-60k mana, because every time you level, this thing procs along with the chest armor, and it's kind of stupid. I don't know why, but it's kind of buggy. So you get really insane mana pulls by the end of the run because of this. Yeah. You want also this one, so a lot of the mana recovery stuff you want just for defensives, although at this point for me I don't really need it. Stuff just dies. You have stuff that gives like, I don't know, elemental damage applies corresponding elemental ailment status build up, and then you have like increased damage, right? And then you have stronger against targets with full health. That is really nice. And then excess damage directly below is dealt to nearby enemies, which is like Autobomber stuff. I'm not sure if these things work for reducing stam. I think they do, because a Thunderstone is considered. Thunderstone procs probably considered a spell. So you can just pretty much stamina deplete the boss, and then, you know, they get staggered. Practicality, not much. You just, you know, some of these things are great early on. They're just not great afterwards. Yeah, armature is nice. Healing, which I think just for the 5%. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So this is again, this game is Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. I've been playing it for like, I think I played for about 100 hours since I bought it. It was on Steam sale. And yeah, this character's probably got like 20 in it or something. I played another character, like the first time I played it, I played a different character and I was just trying stuff out. and this is when I like decided to play something that really scaled hard. Yeah, but there's a lot of playstyles here that you could run that are equally fun. You can do spellcasters, you can do bows, you can do 200 melee, 100 melee. But yeah, this is just this is just Autobomber. All right, see you guys. Bye.